Hey, welcome to our next mentorship Monday call. It's always one of my favorite days, and we're about to start in a few seconds. So, guys, if you have any questions, we're gonna leave a couple of minutes right now for everyone to join. And if you have any questions, I can actually answer them at the end. Right now, I want to just dedicate about 10-15 minutes of my time for the topic that I want to explain to you today. And after that, if you have any questions, I'll answer them. All right. So stay tuned or stay for Q&A. All right, cool. We're all set here. There's some people coming in, so let's go. All right. Okay, here we go. Zoom is ready. YouTube, I'm gonna give a couple more seconds for everyone who's joining, and let's rock and roll. All right, go. Like we all said there, all said here. All right, let's get started. Yo, what's going on, friends? Coach Led is here, and welcome to our Mentorship Monday, one of my favorite days of the entire week. And let's get started. I hope you're having the best day of your entire life. And today, my friends, I want to talk about a topic that, again, I hear a lot from my clients. This saying, and that's why I wanted to bring this up today. And the topic, as you can see, of today's Mentorship Monday, I have no time, the 4% rule, right? So I have no time. Probably I can bet $100 right now you told it to yourself. You're maybe still telling yourself that every single day, you're at least, on a weekly basis, you tell yourself to something in your life, I have no time for this, right? I wish I can do this, but I have no time. So, and of course, we're talking about fitness right now, and a lot of my clients, I see this kind of like, the path that they're saying like, hey man, I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to meal prep. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to go on a walk. So every day, I'm just so slammed with work. And trust me, I feel you. I feel you. Some days I also have like, that feeling that I need 48 hours in a day, not 24, in order to get everything done. But again, I have no time. I think it's a good excuse, and I'm gonna explain right now why it's excuse, right? Because we all have time for something that matters to us, right? And you want to tell me that you don't have time. We have 24 hours in a day, and you want to tell me that you don't have time to prioritize your body, right? Focus on yourself. The body that gives you energy, right? So that gives you power, that gives you energy to make money, that the body that you carry in all day around, all day long, that's taking care of your life, right? They're taking care of your loved one's life. So your body, that's the engine basically that runs everything around you, right? So it's super important for you, right? To have high energy, to look good, to feel good, so all of this. And you want to tell me that you do not have time to focus on yourself or take care of your body, go work out, when the body, it's pretty much all you have, right? So that's why it's really important topic right now, I think, for you to understand that all it takes is, that's why I call it 4% rule, because actually 1 hour of the day, if you calculate, we have 24 hours in a day, 1 hour of the day, it's only 4%. That's why I call it 4% rule. Imagine, it's only four, it's to be exact 4.1%. That's why I just rounded 4% of your day is 1 hour. So you want to tell me that you don't have time to find 4% of your day. It's only 4% of your day to dedicate it to become stronger, to become more energy, to become more powerful, more disciplined version of you. Like I said, which will help you to, if you have all of those, if you have great body, if you have great energy, that will impact every single area of your life. Health, wealth, relationship, relationship with your loved ones, relationship with yourself. You'll have more energy, which more energy equals more money. So if all of those things connected and linked, and like I said, always say fitness is a layer of foundation for everything in your life. And you're telling me that 4% of your day, that's all you need to dedicate to become the better you, and you don't have that time, right? I have no time. So it's not about, if you don't have time. It's, of course, you can say you don't have time, but you make time. You do not find the time, right? So you always find the time for something, like I mentioned before, that your matters for you. You will always find time. I'll repeat it again. You will always find time for something that matters to you, right? So you want to tell me that you're don't find time. You just make the time, right? You make time for something that's really important for you. Because I bet you're find time for something else in your life that you're prioritizing more, right? Like I said, you want to make more money, of course. I'm so slammed with work and everything and family. Yeah, of course, those parts are important, but your body, right, like I said, that pretty much responsible for all of that, for a relationship with your loved ones, for taking care of your loved ones, for taking care of your bills, of your work, of all of that, having high energy, that you cannot find time to focus on yourself, right? So all I want you right now to flip the switch in your head, right? So, and instead of saying I don't have time to work out, you just make time. You make time for yourself. You want to, I've talked about this before, you want to prioritize yourself first, because you cannot pour out of empty cup, right? Let's be honest. And if you don't prioritize yourself, then it means that you're just not important to you, right? So you're pretty much not putting yourself as a priority in your life. You're putting everything else first, the bills, of course, your family, which is not the bad thing. Don't get me wrong, it's not the bad thing, but you gotta put yourself first. Especially it's really important for parents. They always like, oh, I have to care of my kids. But no, if you're not putting yourself first, how you can take care of your family, of your kids. I call it, that airplane mask rule, basically, right? So, like, they always say on the airplane, in case of emergency, put the air mask on yourself first, not on your kid. You want to put the air mask on yourself first, because you cannot help others if you're dead, right? So if you cannot help yourself, so that's why you want to prioritize yourself first, and after that, you'll have energy, and you'll have more time and more focus on others that really importance in your life. I bet, for example, you say, I don't have time, right? I bet if your boss, at work says we have early meeting at 7 a.m., or you have to stay longer at work, you're there, you show up, for that meeting, no matter what. Or maybe, God forbid, your kid gets, loved ones get sick, of course you'll find time, to focus on them, right? So to take care of them. Or your clients, also saying like, hey, I need to meet up at this time, you'll meet up with them, or you'll answer that call, right? But not, why not you prioritizing yourself, and you're not putting yourself first, and suddenly you just left behind as just a second hand, right? And you say to yourself, I have no time. So it's not about time, my friend. It's about to become disciplined and self-respect, right? You gotta start self-respecting yourself, right? Because if you're not respecting yourself, like, no one else will respect you. You gotta start with yourself. You're gonna start internally. So the 4% rule, I think, really applies easily here, and it should open, like, for me, it's always opens my eyes. Like, damn, it's really only 4%. We're always chasing something. We're always chasing our tails, and we always say, oh, I'm so drained with work. I have no time for this. I have no time. I have no time to work out. But all you need is literally 4% of your day. It's 1 hour to take care of your body. Go work out, go for a walk. It's not always you have to lift weights, but 1 hour, it's the most you need in a day, seriously, to get, with no distractions, to get an amazing workout, go to get some steps in, go stretch, anything. You can do so many things in 1 hour. And sometimes even less. So sometimes you even need 40 minutes only for that. Even 3% of your day. Imagine, out of 100%, all you need about 4% of your day to focus on yourself. And imagine if you do that, every other area of your life becomes much better. You can triple, quadruple everything else in your life if you start taking care of your body. And all you need is 4%, which is 60 minutes, right? 60 minutes, it's one Netflix episode, right? 60 minutes, it's pretty much, sometimes I'm pretty sure you're scrolling more on your phones, right? So it's not about, I don't have time. You make time for it. So you're probably prioritizing something else in your life right now that you're not paying attention. Open your phone, go to right now, go to settings and be honest with yourself. I know you're probably going to cringe right now and you're going to hate me for this, but go to your phone, open your phone, go to settings, go to screen time, open that, and let me know in the last 7 days what's the number one app and how much time. Just even look at your average time on your phone, because again, some of us of course work right now. Nowadays there's so many things you can do and work from your phone. I work from my phone, so my average time still pretty high, like about 6 hours on my phone. But it's all about what apps am I using. I'm using my working app most of the time. That's why a Messenger or Stripe account is something that really helps my business to grow, or my fitness app. So those my priorities. But if for you it's Instagram, you're spending 4 hours on Instagram or 2 hours on YouTube or playing some video games, you'll see in priority one of the Tetris or some other games, number one most used app. Then, my friends, it's all on you. Imagine if you have 60 minutes a day you're focusing and playing Tetris or something on your phone or watching YouTube or Instagram, then why not to cut from there and put that focus? So you're pretty sure you'll find the time. It's all about just making the time priority and focusing on yourself. Like I said, you cannot pour out of empty cup, man. Now, let's be honest on that, right? So why not to start focusing yourself and start cutting some BS in your life that you're focusing more right now, you're prioritizing more, that's not focusing on something that really matters. Okay, so from now on, no excuses. Okay, no excuses. Seriously, just stop making excuses. Find right now, number one, find the area that not serving you in your life. You got to focus, man. You're just too much priority for yourself right now. You have to realize that you right now have to put the self-respect and you're number one priority in your life. So you cannot just waste your life like this. You cannot say to yourself every day, I have no time. This is not a good and not a strong excuse. Okay, so don't make this excuse anymore. You have time. You don't find time, you make time for something that's really important. So start prioritizing yourself first. Put yourself as your number one top VIP priority. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Call it lock in, right? So lock it in, right? So now, from now on, look at your life, something that's not serving you, right? Cut those 4%, 1 hour of your day, 4% only. You can cut from somewhere, from scrolling, from watching something on Netflix, from sleeping in, longer that you're, supposed to, and start putting the time into yourself. Okay. So make that appointment with yourself. Start blocking 1 hour, which is 4% a day, every day, as meeting with yourself. I call it meter. I always, when I put my workout in my schedule, I call it meeting with the future self. So that means, when that meeting, I know I'm getting better. I know I'm getting the closer to the future 2.0 version of myself. Okay, so meeting with future self, and block that time, 4% of the day, every day, to focus a little bit, step by step on yourself. All right, so train also, number two, train smarter, not harder. Seriously, no distraction, no phone while you work out. 45 to 60 minutes, seriously, that's all you need. And I proved it so many times already. I posted my workouts, that my workouts usually takes 50 to 60 minutes, no more. No phone, laser focus. Just put your headphones and just lock in and just get the work done. Focus on compound lifts or go on a walk, whatever the day you're doing it, but just no distractions, just solid work on yourself in that 4% in those 60 minutes. Okay, and make a shift in your head. Like I said, I hope this 4% rule will open eyes for you, and you'll realize that it's not that much time you need, and also it's not something you're can do, but it's something that you have to do. This is requirement. It's not an option. It's requirement for your health. It's requirement for you to become the best for your loved ones, for yourself, for your wealth, for everything. It's not maybe, it's I have to do it. Okay, it's not an option. It's requirement for you to spend 4% a day. It's only 4% on yourself. Okay, so let's go, my friends. I hope that was helpful for you to realize that all you don't have time. No, you don't find time. You make time for something that important for you, and all you need is only 4% of the freaking day to focus on yourself to become the best version. All right, that like I said will pass and implement, will spread to every single area in your life. Okay, so block 1 hour from now on. Start blocking 1 hour for the meeting with yourself. Get the work done and just get it done, man. No excuses. Well, maybe try, I'll try. No, don't try. Just get it done. All right. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, friends. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I don't see any questions. So, fine. Get it done. Don't look for excuses. 4% of your day. That's all you need. Get the work done and start prioritizing yourself. All right. See you in the next one, friends. Bye.